All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Now, listen, man. I know we have fun on this platform and, of course, on my hip-hop platform. But I do need to take a couple minutes out to appreciate somebody who honest to God truth, I look at this dude and, man, he just never ceases to amaze me, man. Give y'all a quick backstory on my life as a basketball fan. I've been a basketball fan since I was 5. A diehard. I'm a diehard basketball fan. It helped me. You see the ESPN on my shirt. I worked at ESPN because I love the game so much. They offered me a job. I worked there. While I was in college, they offered me an internship and then offered me a position after. I had to go back to school. So I went and got my degree. And I have not been back to ESPN yet. I don't close that door on going back. But the guy that really got me to love the game of basketball was Kobe Bryant. I love me some Kobe. I love his work ethic. I loved everything about Kobe. Now, as I got older, I got more conscious socially. Some of the things that plagued my community and some of the things we're battling as a society right now, it eats me up, man. You know, I'm not rich. I'm not close to it. I'm grinding right now as we speak, you know. And certain things bother me, and they'll always bother me about my community. And I said that you say, the more I got older, the more I realized I did not relate to Kobe Bryant outside of basketball. Like, the only thing I ever learned from Kobe was don't quit and, like, go hard, never give up. And these are great things to learn, but as a man, when I got to a teenager, Kobe ain't really have it for me. And I looked at this guy as a role model. I love Kobe, one of my favorite individuals in the world. Him and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, they were my favorites growing up. I was a big wrestling fan. And, you know, as I got older, I'm like, yo, Kobe's dope on the court, but he ain't, you know, this Trayvon Martin thing, you know, if I'm not mistaken, one time I think Kobe said something, don't quote me on this, he said something along the lines of, yo, Trayvon Martin shouldn't have been in that area, right? We obviously know the George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin case, right? Kobe said something along the lines of he shouldn't be in that rich neighborhood, and it rubbed me the wrong way. And on the other side, I'm watching LeBron James on the Miami Heat at the time wear black hoodies to represent their unity. And I'm watching LeBron start to stand up for different social injustices and take his platform to the next level and really get involved in presidencies and stand up to Donald Trump with his platform, you know. And I'm not trying to get political here on my platform, but I noticed not only was LeBron a great person on the court, he was speaking volumes off the court. And that was even doper than meeting a guy that was on the court. Then I did more research on LeBron. You're right. And then Kobe's getting obviously closer to retirement. I'm doing more research on his team around him. I'm like, yo, how's LeBron making all these moves? Who's coming up with all this stuff? Right? And then I look up and I'm like, yo, wait, LeBron, Mav Carter, that's one of his homeboys? Rich Paul. So you mean to tell me LeBron is taking his friends, making them go get the education that they need, the information and education that they need to be his manager, to be his agent? That's something that I aspire to do with my friends around me, right? Who have similar aspirations and dreams. I want to put them in positions. And I realize, yo, he's empowering the people around him. Instead of going out and quote unquote getting the man, the white man, whatever you want to, he's going and putting his friends in positions. That's dope as heck to me. I love that, right? I want to be like that. So I learned more about this guy and what he was doing and how he was standing up socially and what he was doing behind the scenes, giving back and scholarships and all that stuff. And though today doesn't surprise me, I still can't just speak over. We talk sports and all that on this platform. That's cool. That's all great and whatever. But what are you really leaving? What's your legacy? And the fact that LeBron James opened this school, I don't think he got enough of media attention. I think he deserves more, right? LeBron opened, not only did he open a school, he did it as the best basketball player in the world. Now, what does that mean? A school is a school, right? Yes. Yes. Anyone opening up more schools that look nice so our kids don't have to go to schools that look, and I'm not just talking about black kids, I'm talking about kids that are underprivileged, right? That don't have the opportunities. I went to a school that was like a jail cell. My high school, everybody knows I'm from Memphis, it looks like a jail cell. Period. There are no windows in the school that I went to. As a kid, you don't even realize that that's not normal. right? We're so used to it. I didn't even realize it was normal till I got to college and started meeting people who's like, damn, that's the school you went to? Yo, so I said all that to say, right? Anybody opening a school is great, but for him to do it in the prime of his career, meaning he's the best player, I mean, he's outworking these dudes on the court and still giving it to them, giving them buckets. And off the court, he has enough time to put the people in position to start a school. Yo, phenomenal stuff to me. Dope stuff. LeBron James has opened a school near his home. He opened a school where he grew up at, you know? And this school will, I mean, you see in the background, this is a school, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a home. And I know it looks kind of homey right there in the background, but this is a school. This dude opened up a school. I've seen a couple images. I want to see more. He opened up a legit public school, and it looks beautiful. These kids, you know, I think it's for the, don't correct me, or I'm sorry, please correct me if I'm wrong, excuse me. I think it's for second and third graders right now. It will soon expand, and LeBron and his team have the vision of getting this bad boy to the point where people of kids of all ages, right, up into the grade 12 will be able to go to this school in the next few years. He said he partnered with one of his friends, Michelle, and one of his people that he works with, one of his partners, Michelle. They got busy. They made this happen. And kids, man, kids, hundreds of kids will be able to not just be another statistic, but have, knowing LeBron, I'm sure this is going to be the case, have the resources to get a high level of education that they would not get if not for this man. And growing up with nothing, and I know LeBron grew up with nothing as well, not trying to compare my life to his. I had my parents. He obviously didn't have a father. At some point he was pretty much essentially adopted by a family because his mama couldn't take care of him at the time. You know, to see LeBron James grow into this person, man, and use his platform to give back. You know, it's cool to be the president of the United States and say you're for this country and you want people to stand for the national anthem. But what are you doing for people? What are you doing for people who need you? Not for people that you just want to take advantage of. You just want to take their money out of their pocket. LeBron ain't gonna make a dime off this school. In the grand scheme of things, he'll lose money, right? But it doesn't matter because he's good financially. And the thing that's on his mind is helping kids. You know, as a man, if this don't hit you, to me, as a person, forget being a man, whatever you are, a woman, man, whatever. It doesn't matter. If this doesn't inspire you to wanna, not saying you gotta open a school, but if this doesn't inspire you to just wanna be better at what you do, whatever it is, be a better you, so you're in a position to help one day. I don't know what else could do it. This kid came from nothing. Kid was a statistic growing up, and that's how society looked at him. He changed that narrative and became one of the most important people in the world. And yeah, you could attribute a lot of that to his credit on the basketball court. But newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of 6'7", 6'8" individuals in this world that could be playing basketball right now. You got to put the time, work, and sacrifice to play this game at the level that LeBron is. And I don't care if you're playing basketball, if you own a business, if you work for a business, if you're a custodial worker, you're a janitor, if you're a freaking, I don't care if you're a librarian. If you're not consistent and dedicated to what you do, it will not work out. I don't know why people think it's just so easy for guys to make it and be professional in sports, as if you ain't played some type of sport in your life, and as if you ain't seen yourself play and know you're not as good as him at what he does, and see his body in his 15th year, 16th year, about to head into that bad boy with the Lakers. I don't know why people think it's so easy to be a basketball player and make it to the league. It takes a lot of commitment and dedication to that body. To see this dude's commitment and focus level and military-like approach to life pay off for him and what he'll call and what he's saying right now is possibly the biggest accomplishment of his career. To see the biggest accomplishment of his career. The irony that one of the game's best passers, the biggest assist that he'll ever make, is giving back to these kids. And that does something to me. Congratulations, LeBron James. Congratulations to his entire team. Congratulations to Ohio for producing this great product. And most importantly, congratulations to these kids who will benefit. Their lives will be changed exponentially. And there are now people or kids that probably would have aspired to be nothing. Now with top of the line education, aspiring to be doctors, lawyers, maybe basketball players, and everything in between. Because this man said, I promise. Thank y'all for the time, loves, but I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. Hey, yo, if you're looking for more ways to get to know the guy that's behind the microphone of some of your favorite news stories and in front of the camera of some of your favorite interviews, I need you to do me a favor real quick. Follow me on Twitch at It's Mr. Taliaferro. We're going to be playing 2K, playing a little bit of Madden, and we're also going to be listening to music. Imagine somebody combining playing 2K with your homeboys and being a live radio station at the same time. We're doing all that and more. Follow me on Twitch at It's Mr. Taliaferro. Giveaways coming as well. You got to follow me there, and we're going to turn this bad boy up. Let's go.